Welcome to week one, intro for energy and hospital systems. We're going to be using a ASHE book here over this semester called the Mechanical Systems Handbook for Healthcare Facilities. And this book, while it focuses on HVAC systems, it's also going to cover other mechanical systems in hospitals. As healthcare facility leaders, these systems are the heart and soul of the building. I think literally. You can certainly go on and talk about envelopes and talk about the structural features of hospitals, but when it comes to the timing of where we are in our industry, there is a lot of focus and growing focus on not just new systems, but especially even what we call legacy systems, or systems that have been in place for quite some time, and how they're being managed. Because it is becoming very evident that there is a large opportunity for cost savings and energy reductions on the systems. This is actually really quite good for our industry because I think historically, the concept of maintenance or facilities, and I'll say maintenance and facilities, and I really would like it to be more in the future, really be called engineering, has been to just keep the lights on and keep the water running. And I think we've done a fantastic job of doing that. However, I think at times we've done that at the expense of energy, because I think that if someone's too hot or too cold, or if we want to make sure that a doctor is happy in the OR and everything else, we just did whatever it took to make that space meet the customer's needs. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't do that. However, I think that our approach in the past, historically, for many facilities was not to think about the energy consequences when we did that. And so very often what happens in the past is, you may take, and I've seen it happen many times, where a technician will go up into the ceiling and take a VAV box, and they'll completely manually make that thing go in one direction, maybe typically all cool versus mixing heat into it, because they want to meet a seasonal or a specific need. And when they do that, they bypass the controls. They bypass, at the time it would have maybe pneumatics, and now it's DDC logic controls or interfaces. But we made that customer happy, not necessarily thinking about the impact in other seasons or to the energy side of things. And I've seen those things happen. You could talk about intakes. We could talk about damper controls. We could talk about different energy modules that are somewhat sophisticated that we've added to our systems, where they've been bypassed or they've been modified in such a way that they've lost the balance of energy. So, what we're going to do is we're going to spend a lot of time, this book spends quite a bit of time talking about energy. We're going to go back to it, again, knowing that these systems are the heart and soul, like we're saying, of our operations. You as supervisors and managers and directors need to have a constant focus and a constant understanding and awareness on these systems. So that's why we're going to spend the first several weeks of our course, maybe almost 6 or 7 weeks of the course, in this book. And there's a lot of good information. I think it's at a level that should give you some very solid fundamentals. I know some of you in the course have these fundamentals, but it certainly won't help to brush up. And it certainly will be beneficial for you to share your knowledges and your experiences as it relates to the subject matter with the other students. I think that's one of the things I really love about the online medium, and I love about the way we conduct it here, is the blending of different experience levels and perspectives. I think has expanded everybody involved in the course. So first chapters 1 through 3 is what we're going to be going through, and I'll find a little more research for you to take a look at over the next week or two for the first few chapters, and do some quizzes, some tests, and some discussions, and we'll start building our foundation here for the week. So I hope you enjoyed this week. Again, I think you're going to see the mantra through these this book is being centered on energy. So let's get started. Welcome to the course again, and welcome to week number 1.